Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So school is almost over and that means it is time for summer vacation, and I do something with my kids in the summer we call a summer contract. And the purpose of that is to make sure that they are getting a variety of experiences during the summer, not just sitting in front of the television all day. Some people limit screen time with a time limit. I don't believe in a time limit. What we do is they have goals they have to accomplish every day, and then after that, screen time is whatever they want. I think that most of the time they find other things to spend their time on. They don't spend the whole day in front of the screen when they have this list. So where did I get my ideas? It started with a website I joined called Positive Parenting Solutions, and her goal is for you to be a parent that doesn't have to nag, remind, or yell at your kids, which sounds beautiful to me. So that's why I joined that website, and she has a lot of really great ideas. The summer contract is one of them. And I also filled it in with some ideas from other blogs because she limits screen time with an amount of time, and I just don't think that's necessary. So let me show you what I've got for the kids so far, and then I will share it with the kids, get their input before we sign the contract and lock them into how summer's gonna go for them. This is the summer contract, and it says no screen time until you eat your breakfast, you have read for 30 minutes, you have written a paragraph, you have worked on math for 10 minutes, you have checked your room to be sure it is clean, you have played, built, crafted, or done something else creative for 30 minutes, you have played outside for 30 minutes, sports days could be used for this, and rainy days give you a pass, and you have finished one family contribution. Then at the bottom it says all of the above must be completed by, we're going to put a time in there, and before any TV, video games, iPad, computer, or texting. And then we'll also come up with the consequence for if they are not completed. Sunshine wanted to be the first one to learn about the summer contract this year. So, Sunshine, what questions do you have about the summer contract?
But Mom, if I text you, does that count as a consequence?
If you have a question and you need to get in touch with Mom, that's okay. Any other questions?
So you don't have to do reading, write a paragraph, math, or build something, or go outside on Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, I excluded weekends on the work, what'd you call it, work?
Work part?
The work type goals. Any other questions?
Is this our whole summer?
It is not the whole summer. I split it in thirds because when I put the whole summer, the boxes were so tiny to check off that it was like you couldn't even read it.
Okay, so we'll have to get these. Do we need to sign it right now?
Yes, let's finish filling it out. And then something different for you also is Sunshine does camps. She's going to do 2 camps this summer that focus on reading, writing, math, and science, I think. And so those days will count for your
Whole thing? This whole thing?
The whole, I don't think about the whole
Other
thing.
than the conservation
like the ones that
and
are
the
excluded on the
breakfast.
weekends. Those, the school and creative and outside, it'll count for that. We might have to be flexible because the kids are staying with aunts and grandmas during the summer, and so they may not be home. In fact, they will not be home one of the weekdays, and so we might have to change the expectations. But while you're at her house, you can read a book, and I don't think she would be opposed to that. In fact, I'll ask if she's going to have her kids read, then you guys absolutely can too, right? So what do you think is a reasonable time to say that must be completed by?
10.
10? I would say noon. Do you want to say noon?
10.
Okay, because there's a consequence if you're not done by 10.
Noon.
Noon, okay. The consequence for not completing your list is, what should the consequence be?
No iPad for one day.
That day and the next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, just one day. That whole
So
day.
you still get to use your electronic the day that you don't do the chores?
No, that day I don't get my iPad. The day that I do it.
The next day?
Oh my gosh. So if I don't accomplish...
If you're not done by 12,
Yes.
no more electronics for the rest of the day?
Yes.
Okay. And that's it?
Yes.
Every day gets to start fresh?
Yes.
Okay. So for Sunshine, her goal is to be finished by noon, and if she isn't, no electronics for the rest of the day. All right, so go ahead and write that consequence down. She's learning cursive, and it is quite pretty.
We haven't gotten to our names yet. I spelled Big Man's real name.
Good job.
It was in it.
Good job. All right. You are free. Next. Do you have any questions about those goals? No? Okay. Now we have to pick a time that you have to be finished by. Sunshine picked noon. What do you think about that? Can you get all that done by noon?
When's noon?
12 o'clock. If you wake up.
12:59.
I think noon is as late as I'm willing to go. Because by then you're having lunch, and you should definitely be done by this. Because you're going to want to have iPad before lunch, right?
For how many days?
The summer.
How many days is the summer?
There's going to be 3 sheets of this. So 2 months.
How many days is 2 months?
60. Okay, so write 12 o'clock right here. It says all of the above must be completed by
How do you write 12?
12 o'clock. What number is 12?
I was about to write 21.
And before any TV, video games, iPad, computer, or texting. Okay, the consequence for not completing your list is, what should your consequence be if you don't finish your list?
Can it be a fun consequence?
Can it be a fun consequence, he
Like
says.
I have to choose, like, ooh, I have to choose another one of these to do.
You have to do another one of these?
Yeah.
So what do you think about my idea? That we have some hard contributions, and if you miss the deadline, you can have a hard contribution. No? Okay. So suggest something else, because we haven't come to a decision yet.
20 minutes off of iPad time.
I don't think that's hard enough.
Why?
Sunshine's is no electronics for the rest of the day.
Okay,
like-
that will be my Army Man day.
Okay. All right. So you're good with that? Okay. So the consequence for not completing your list is no electronics for the rest of the day. Go ahead. Oh, up here. That's where you're going to sign your name. Eminem!
81. What are we doing?
It's your turn.
2081.
I'm excited
What
for summer,
age
dude.
would I be?
In 2081? How old will he be in 2081?
I'm 7.
You were born in 2010. Step into my office. So, this is the summer contract. Do you have questions about any of those?
What are some examples of the family
Contributions? Okay, so contributions are contributing to the family. It might be emptying the dishwasher, loading the dishwasher, taking the
Are
trash
we
out.
doing it like as a group? Like
I'm going to do a list.
Sunshine, Big Man, and me.
And you. I'll do a list. And then when you've started the one you're going to do that day, you mark that one out and no one else can pick that. They have to pick something else off
But
the
I thought,
list.
what
Imagine
other
what this they
examples
want.
are there? Like of
Do you have any you want to suggest for the list?
No, because if I suggest anything, then I'm gonna have to do it, and I don't want to do it. So
Good point. Okay. So Eminem received some homework from the STEAM team. You can fit that into this. Okay? So if you do 30 minutes of reading for that, that counts on this. If you write something down for that, that counts for this. Practicing the multiplication facts counts for this. Even working on a project for 30 minutes. If you're doing a book report, that fits in there.
So what are the days of the week for? And why does
So-
it start on Thursday?
Good question. Why does it start on Thursday?
Oh,
She's the only one that
it-
noticed.
It starts because of the
Wednesday is the last day of school is a Wednesday, so the first day of summer is a Thursday. So it says all the above must be completed by a certain time. The other kids said noon. Does that sound like a good time to you?
I should. Can it be July?
No. It has
should-
to be a time.
It should be July 30th. Or it should be 12 o'clock p.m. So then I don't have to rush anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Noon is
No,
the latest it can be. You can do earlier than
Negative.
noon if you would like to be challenged, but noon is the latest. What consequence would you
have a
think
good
is
one.
fair? Wait, do you want to tell me before you write it down? What if we have to change it?
No, just scribble it out.
Okay. It's going to be a surprise.
I don't care if that's a high spot.
That's not how you spell it.
That's a good punishment.
Tell them what you think the consequence should be.
Not going to karate. Yes.
Mommy does not agree with that consequence. Sunshine suggested no
No,
electronics for the rest of the day.
Negative. What did Big Man do?
Big Man suggested to do, which he went with Sunshine's, but his suggestion was extra chores.
No Barbies.
For your consequence to work, I would give you a box and you would put all
No,
the
because
Barbie
it
stuff.
takes me too long. and I
Okay,
have
so
too
then
much
let's think of a
Barbie stuff.
consequence that will work.
I don't know, because I don't want to do the electronic thing. Because what if I do mess up and I don't get it done? What if I don't get it done because I got too carried away in one of my STEAM things? Can I have an exception? That should be an exception.
That's
Like,
a good
what if I'm
question.
trying to do extra of this, but it's like more than 10 minutes, but I'd never like marked it off?
Okay, hold on. Those are two different questions, right?
Okay, yeah.
So your first question was, what if you work on homework so long that you miss the deadline?
What if I get so carried away in Prodigy that I can't do the 10 minutes?
That you do it for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
So
don't have enough time to read.
those are two different questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to answer the second question first. If you do an extra amount of time, can you count more than one day?
Yes.
No.
That should be false.
The other one, if you've worked on a school project so long that you missed the deadline, I would say that you talk to mom. But we
Okay.
still don't have a consequence.
I know, I don't know a consequence, Mommy. I guess no electronics, but I mean, that's such an obvious one.
Okay. No electronics forever. She just drew an infinity sign. No electronics forever.
Forever.
How do you feel about the summer contract?
I hate it.
So we are all done with the summer contracts. I cannot wait for school to be over. I think that the kids are going to do a really great job. It's going to help them stay up to date with school. They won't have any of that summer backslide if they keep working on the reading and the math. And they'll be contributing. It won't be Dad and I working all day coming home to a house that's destroyed. There will be chores done every day, and they will help us stay on top of that. So I appreciate you guys being here with me today. Comment down below, what do you do for your kids in the summer? How do you keep them on track and get them to contribute to the family? I'm glad you guys were here today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye!